Hello everyone, today we are going to be reacting to some scary animations and other animations, and I am going to be joined by my friend Ash today, so let me go grab.
Hello everybody!
Hello everyone, today I'm going to be reacting to My Neighbor Was a Serious Stalker with my friend Ash right here, and here we go.
Hello everybody!
Oh. As you can tell, we have no idea what we're doing. Ready? Are you ready? Okay, guys.
When I was 7 or 8 years old, a man moved to my neighborhood. He was around his 60s and introduced himself to me. His name was Tom. He was the only one who spoke English fluently in our neighborhood, but he always tried to speak our native language. He seemed really nice at first.
Okay, first off,
one day...
What the heck? Okay, what is with the face?
He was the only one who spoke...
What the heck is with the doll?
The doll doesn't like the bear.
Looks like a zombie. Okay, back to the thing.
That looks like a demon.
Yeah.
English fluently in our neighborhood, but he always tried to speak our native language. He seemed really nice at first. One day after school, my friends and I saw a new cafe in our neighborhood. We were curious and wanted to know how many desserts they had, so we stopped by and looked inside.
Oh no.
Then we heard someone say, "Hello kids." He then said, "Come on in. You can have all the desserts you want for free." Without thinking, we went inside and stayed there for 2 hours. After that, we soon stayed there almost every day after school. Everyone started to like Tom. One day, we went to his cafe like we usually did, but for some reason, I felt kind of uncomfortable. Because at some point, I noticed that there were only kids inside his shop. Tom came to me and said,
What's wrong?
Only kids inside the shop?
Not even their parents, man. They're just kids. They ain't even
"Hey, I saw you yesterday with a cat. Do you like cats?" I said yes, and he proceeded to talk to me more. He told me that he has 8 cats in his house and showed me pictures of his cats. All of a sudden, one of his pictures from inside his wallet fell to the floor. I picked it up and I could see a girl's face with blonde curly hair and green eyes. I thought that she was his granddaughter, but what he told me next was a huge shock. He said, "Oh, this is my wife. She lives in London right now." I was confused because the girl in the picture was just a kid, maybe 14 or 15 years old. I thought that he was lying or something. Then I got up. "Oh, I forgot. My mom is waiting for me." So I quickly left the shop and went back home. Then I just hugged my mom. The next day when I got to school, there were policemen everywhere. I didn't understand what was going on. Then one police officer walked over to me and he said, "Kid, you have to come with us."
Why?
They also called my parents, so we went to the police station together. It turned out that Tom's warrant was served. They found lots of data on his computer about the young girls who were raped by him.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
They found lots of data on his computer about the young girls who were raped by him.
I knew he was a pedophile.
I swear, Ash knows things, guys.
I'm smart.
Okay,
Be stupid sometimes, but that's smart.
Even lied about his name. His real name was Hardin. The worst and most horrible thing was when they entered his room. The entire wall was covered with my pictures. When they said this to my parents, I was terrified, so I fainted. The police arrested him, and he was put in jail for several years. Now I'm 18 years old, but I am still afraid. According to my neighbors, he's returning to our neighborhood. I don't want to go out, and I don't even know what to do. If anyone has any advice, please help me and let me know what I should do.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Once again, hey guys, we're gonna be watching my friend nearly got it skilled, which sounds like something me and Ash would get into.
I want to know how and why. King got a knife? Probably got a knife.
Me and Ash would literally probably be in this situation.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Remember, speak loud because the thing can barely hear us.
Yeah.
Okay. Start the video. My friend nearly
Hi,
died.
my name is Adil, and this is a true story. The police have finished this case, and the man is in prison now. I was 14 at the time this took place. I was in a school and sitting in a history lesson that was so boring. My friend Noel, who was sitting opposite me, said I could come over on Saturday, as his parents were not going to be there because they were going on a weekend away. That meant we could stay up as long as we wanted.
Oh, how
This was not
amazing.
uncommon, as we both invited each other to stay at one another's house, and I thought we were going to have a great time.
Great.
Saturday came and I was so ready. I packed my essentials like my toothbrush, my new game, and my pepper spray. My parents always made me carry it, and I didn't mind because it made me feel safe too. I went on my way, and 30 minutes later, after walking, arrived to Noel's house.
Someone's eyes.
As he opened the door, he looked a little tense and shifty.
Uh,
I walked in and locked the door
okay,
after me, to which he became even more anxious.
buddy?
I asked him if everything was all right, and he said it was. Not trying to put it down on the evening, I asked him if we could play the new game I bought. He wasn't really interested, but said yes anyway. After 30 minutes of watching him not playing, and just holding the controller in his hand, I switched off the TV and asked him what was going on. To which he replied, "I need your help."
With
I asked him what he needed my help for. He told me that this man who added him on Facebook was actually stalking him in real life, and as to how he wanted to meet Noel.
but
He
you
warned
know
him that if he
this.
told his parents, he would kill them. So Noel, being the stupid idiot, he told him to come at 8 p.m., 5 minutes from now. He was scared, so he asked me to come to this meeting to get rid of him, and that if he had told me at school, I never would have agreed to come. He was right. I felt betrayed that he brought me here under false pretenses.
But it's okay.
I was also angry at his stupidity of him giving his address away as well. However, I had no time to argue. I was just glad he told me about this guy. I grabbed my pepper spray and just sat there on the couch.
Okay, this would definitely be a situation that me and Ash would get into.
I'm getting my first spray ready. Hell no.
The red shirt dude would be Ash, and I would be the other one. Okay, continue.
The doorbell rang at 8 p.m. I just sat there hoping he would leave after a little bit. However, then I started to hear scratching and realized he was breaking in with some sort of tool.
Oh, hell
I
no.
quickly ran into the kitchen with Noel, and we heard the door lock get broken, and someone kicked the door in.
Oh, no.
The lights were on, and we were hiding behind a large fridge. The man, in a deep voice, shouted, "Noel!" We didn't reply. And then he shouted, "Noel, where the heck are you? I'm going to kill you."
Oh, wow, straight
I had
to
a
the
plan. At this point, I pushed Noel out from behind the fridge. Noel started going back, and the man was walking forward, chuckling. As soon as he came near the distance of the fridge, I shot out and sprayed pepper spray in his eyes. He screamed in pain and then started swinging the screwdriver in his hand. I grabbed the screwdriver and picked up a pan laying there and hit him on the head. He blacked out.
Well,
He was dressed in a smart suit and was clean-shaven.
Ash.
We-
Well. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna rewind for a second. The look on his face. So what happened was Ash disconnected. So she'll be reconnected here in a few minutes. Say we're on call right now. We're not in the same room. But she disconnected. So we're gonna have... he disconnected. So we're gonna have to wait till he reconnects. Jesus, I can't even say anything right. So give me just a second. Ugh. Oh, my head hurts. Okay. What? Okay, ready? Watch. Watch.
Yep.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
I had a plan. At this point, I pushed Noel out from behind the fridge. Noel started going back, and the man was walking forward, chuckling. As soon as he came near the distance of the fridge, I shot out and sprayed pepper spray in his eyes. He screamed in pain and then started swinging the screwdriver in his hand. I grabbed the screwdriver and picked up a pan laying there and hit him on the head. He blacked out.
Great.
He was dressed in a smart suit and was clean-shaven. We called the police and later found out that he was a man who was being monitored because there were several complaints of stalking and threatening behavior. They also found many tools in a bag he left near the door that would dismember a body. Thankfully, this sicko didn't kill anyone. However, I'm now happy that Noel called me because I dread to think what would have happened if I wasn't there.
Well, that was interesting.
So the first animation, at the end, something happened to her. I don't know what happened to her. Something happened to her that I don't want to know. I don't. Okay, so for the second one, his friend could have died, but he pushed him just to spray the dude with pepper spray. You know, all he had to do was bend down with his screwdriver, kill his friend, then throw the screwdriver up in the air, and then throw it at the other person, and then take them to his house, and then dismember him.
Like you're a serial killer. I feel like you're a serial killer now.
I feel offended.
For the freaking second one, clearly that dude was a freaking pedophile from the start. Freaking serial killer, whatever. That cast was only for kids. Kids. Seriously, why? Clearly, we in danger from the start. The look on that guy's face, we in danger from the start. On to the second animation. How dare my friend betray me? Push me out. I could have got killed. Now, in the end, he did pepper spray him, so yeah, at least he saved the bad guy. Now, on to the next animation. Okay, it's starting. Taking forever to load. So we're reacting to this today. Again. Okay.
My name is Lewis, and I live in Switzerland. This story happened 5 years ago during the winter holidays. It was an icy cold day, and the snow was falling continuously, so we had to warm the house all day long with the firewood, putting it into the fireplace.
No, it doesn't.
My dad told us all the time that we should take care of the firewood. However, for the next days, we didn't do anything, we just
So
played
right now we
Nintendo.
can't hear what they're saying
Eventually, we
because
noticed
we are
around 9
recording the sound
we
for
had
it.
run out of wood. Dad got angry. So, as a punishment, he sent me and my older sister to the local lumberjack who was famous in the area. His shop was located 1.5 kilometers away from our house. He was a really tall guy with a long beard and wore a black and white lumberjack shirt as a classic lumberjack. Anyway, at first he seemed very talkative. We ordered 2 bags full of wood, which were about 50 kilograms. He said, "Okay, hold on. It'll take about 15 minutes to cut and wrap everything." All of a sudden, my sister had
I
to go
don't
to the
trust
restroom.
it.
He said that he would let her know where the toilet is, so she followed him. I was waiting for about 15 minutes, and then I noticed the place was silent. I saw neither my sister nor the man. I called my sister's name, but there was no answer. Then I got a message from my dad that if we bought the wood, then we should come home immediately. According to the local news, the police are looking for a serial killer in the village 50 kilometers from here. Dad also attached a picture. Unfortunately, he looked very similar to the lumberjack.
I don't trust him.
My heart dropped. I wanted to scream, but then he came with the bag of
Oh,
wood
he's coming
samples.
back. He's coming back.
He was smiling, but I could feel that something was weird. He looked joyful.
The terror.
Please ask me where's your sister, he said, and winked at me. She's certainly not far away from you.
Ash.
Then I noticed the red stains on his shirt.
Bro, I got blood on you.
I nervously opened the wood sack, and the pink hair clip of my sister came out. I was full of anger. I grabbed the wooden bag with all my strength and hit the man. He screamed and fell on the floor, and I pulled out my pocket knife and stabbed him.
Okay, you got him down. Let's no, let's not. Okay.
Suddenly, I heard a loud scream out of nowhere. Stop, Lewis! It was my sister. That was a prank. She was crying.
Oh no,
I
don't tell
couldn't
me.
think straight. My head was all messed up. What have I done? I killed the wrong guy. I dropped the knife and stared at his cold body. But then I recognized that I had no time. I knew that we had to get rid of this body quickly while we were still alone in the shop without employees or customers. So I quickly looked around and found a hidden room, which was locked. We kicked the door and pushed her inside. And we were about to turn on the light in the room to find a cover,
Okay, so it was all a prank.
what I found was a huge shock. The room was full of people who had been cut in several pieces, and the floor was covered with blood. The lumberjack was the real serial killer.
He
We were
was the
so
real
terrified
killer.
that we quickly covered him with some fabric and then ran out of the shop. We ran home as fast as we could. My dad asked us what happened. We couldn't tell our parents anything. Since that day, we always made sure that we keep enough wood before the heavy snow.
Okay,
I'm still
good.
wondering if the police found all the bodies at that shop.
Ever going to that lumberjack again.
Let's go to the store. Hide and seek. What a...
This happened a couple of years ago. One night, my mom decided to hang out with her friends at a casino, and my dad was at work. So my two older sisters and I were home by ourselves. My sisters were 14
one mom
and
gambling
15 at the time.
and the other father working?
Why?
I don't know.
It was pretty exciting to be home by ourselves. But an hour
Hey, let me
later,
gamble.
I got
Let's
bored.
leave my kids
So
alone.
we decided to play a game. We ended up playing hide and seek. At that point, I was a bit scared because it was 11 p.m., almost midnight. But then I kind of brushed it off since I thought my dad would come home soon.
Okay, so your dad will get home soon.
That I was scared. Also, I don't
Yeah,
want
let's
to
play
be
some
home
hide and
alone.
go seek
So
before my
I
dad
decided
gets
to
home.
play. Let's just
Good
play
idea.
hide and seek in the backyard.
Play hide and
I
seek in the
suggested,
background.
but
I mean,
she
the backyard.
refused. There are no
Oh, you
hiding
want to play
spots
hide and
back
seek
there.
in
Let's
the
go to
forest? In the forest?
Well,
After
let's
my
go.
sister
How about we
said
go talk to
she
Slenderman while we're at it?
down my spine. But
Oh, you gotta be brave, so you're agreeing with it. How wonderful.
Like,
Go count.
I gotta be
My
brave. I
second
gotta be
older sister said to me,
super brave.
I
What?
decided that I had to be brave. My
I would do
other
this, actually.
sister gave me a blindfold.
You want me to wear a blindfold too?
I asked. Put it on and try to
Yeah.
find us, my sister said. While my sister...
Oh, so you guys get to use
place
flashlights.
to hide, I put the
But I
blindfold
get to
on.
stay in the dark with no flashlight.
And use a blindfold while I'm
Others
at
want me to get kidnapped, huh?
And use a blindfold while we're at it.
After After walking around, touching every tree I walked by, 10 minutes had already passed, and I still hadn't found my sisters. Even while I was walking on this trail, I could barely
Ash.
see anything, so I tripped on a twig and fell. My clothes got dirty and my knees started bleeding. But I had no choice. I got up and walked around some more. I came across a tree and knew I finally found something.
Oh no. Ash has went silent at this point. Oh, that is Scooby.
I said. I then heard my sisters walking by behind me, saying, "Hey, how did you not find us yet?" At that moment, I froze. I took off my blindfold slowly and saw an old man sitting there
What?
smiling at me
Oh.
while holding a knife. "Can't I play with you?" With a
Okay.
cracking voice. He wore a dirty
Ash.
shirt and his hair seemed like he didn't shower for a long time.
See what
My
I
sisters
see?
and I screamed and
Oh yes,
started
scream,
running out of
scream
the
to your
forest
heart's
as
content.
quickly as we could. While running,
Ash.
I looked back and noticed the man chasing after us while
Ash.
holding the
Okay.
knife,
I'm
swinging
done.
it in the air. He was laughing like a mad
He's
person.
chasing
I've
you.
never felt that kind
Oh,
of
but see, he's chasing them. He wants to kill
But after
them.
running for a while, the old man couldn't keep up. He stopped running.
Oh, you got tired, so you're turning back around.
Went back into the forest.
I'm too tired. I
We
went to
got
the well.
closer to our house, and then we saw our dad pulling into the driveway.
Yay, hi,
We
Dad.
ran to him and told him what just happened. He was shocked, so he called the police.
So scared.
immediately.
Who gets tired from
The
chasing
police
someone
went to
and
the
like,
forest and
now
they searched
you get
those
some live.
areas
I'm
for
turn
a
around.
few hours. After a while, they found and arrested the old man. The next day,
He went
we
with
learned
it.
that the old man killed 4 female children
Oh, those poor
and dumped their
kids.
bodies in the woods.
The
All
poor
the
four
local
kids.
news
Yeah, they do,
stations
rest
were
in-
covering the incident. When I heard that,
Reese's
I felt
Pieces.
sick to my stomach.
Reese's.
I am
Why
glad
do
that
you
we're safe,
do this?
But now I pray for the 4 souls
May
of
they
the
rest
children.
in peace.
May they rest in peace.
Reese's Pieces. Okay, so for the first part, of the lumberjack, I thought he was a nice guy, a nice, regular lumberjack. But he just had to be a serial killer. He just had to, huh? You know, he could have been nice. Nope. And the bodies in his basement, why put them there? Someone could just walk in there and be like, oh, what's this? Oh, okay. So for the second one, the father was working, the mom was gambling. They thought, we should play hide-and-go-seek in the forest. So the 2 girls have the flashlights, but the little girl doesn't, and she has a blindfold. Why? And the dude, why was he just sitting there in the forest by himself? It's like he knew that they were going to play hide-and-go-seek in the backyard. I mean, not the backyard, in the forest. So he's sitting there doing nothing. It's like he was waiting for someone to come over there. He was sitting there while the girl was looking for her sisters. She walks up to him thinking that was one of her sisters. But it wasn't. It was this pedophile-looking man who was just sitting right there. And then, so he grabs his machete, and then the 2 girls was like, so where were you? How come you didn't find us? It's been like an hour. And then they scream, start running. The dude starts running up to them when he could have just threw the knife, hit one of the sisters, and then got the knife out of the sister's like head or back, and then threw it at the other 2, and then go to the house, go to the dad, stab the dad, then walk away freely, not going to jail. And he went to jail with...
And I am still getting serial killer vibes from you. Still.
How fucking dare you?
Okay, for the first one, Ash thought the lumberjack was nice, but I knew something was wrong. But Ash didn't believe me. He didn't believe me. And then the bodies in the basement, those poor people, and it turns out that they killed the right person. And then they didn't even tell us about it. Now on to the second animation. You should have known not to play. You should have known not to freaking play hide and seek in the woods. Oh, and you guys get a flashlight and I get a blindfold? How wonderful. Well, bye guys. We will see you on the next freaking thing.
Bye guys, I'm out. I'm getting fucking McDonald's. I'm out, bitch.